Hello, hello. Hope everyone can hear me. Today, if I sound a little nasally or like you hear my voice go out for a bit, I am slightly dealing with like some really bad allergies today, so bear with me here. But today, we are going to have our first Japanese lesson that I've been planning for fucking weeks. I kept having to push back by accident, and I'm sorry in advance. But today's going to be like not super interesting because like we're starting with the basics, of course. What the? I'm sorry for whoever's got another ad. I'm gonna fight Twitch because, like, why? Why another ad? I swear, Twitch's ads system does not want to work for me ever. I tried to run like an ad quickly so that way I can start stream earlier, and it ran that ad, then still ran a pre-roll, and it said pre-roll is disabled for 30 minutes. Yeah, my ass, Twitch, come on. Anyway, like I was saying before that happened, um, today because we're starting basics, this might not be the most interesting stream, but if you want to learn Japanese, I'm gonna start with what you need to learn first, basically. Take pre-roll off in the settings. Okay, I had to like. Can you message me that Dodge when you get a chance, just so I don't forget? Because I had to work on like figuring out Twitch ad settings because like it does not. It like I don't know how to work it. I'm trying to like make ads like. I want them to try to like. I want to figure out if I can play them at only certain times and then like have it only play once in 30-minute intervals or whenever I tell it to. So I'm still working out how to figure that out. But yeah, I definitely need to figure that out. But yeah, so today we were going to be learning the I almost said the Korean. Oh my god, the Japanese alphabet. I do know the Korean alphabet too, but like that's not what we're working on today. We're learning the Japanese alphabet today. And also, if you guys read my stream schedule, I also have a small surprise for today. So, without further ado, let's begin. Also, hopefully there's no scuff, because like I did try to set up the screen as best I could. We are gonna my VTube mini did move a little bit, so we're just gonna move this over here. I think this should be good. I don't think it's in the way. If it's in the way, I'll move it again later. Alright. But first for the surprise. Let's see if I can do it while I'm still streaming. Come here. You guys don't see that. Pretend you don't see that. It's okay if you do, but pretend you don't see it. Okay. It's working. It's working. It's doing its thing. Ta-da! I have to explain the lore eventually, but this is my second version. You guys know Shiku, which is my main my main persona. This is now Kure, who is my second persona. I know it's gonna be a lot to keep up with later. I do plan on like updating the lore so it explains it better in my server whenever I stop being ADHD and get distracted from doing it. But altogether, eventually, I'll actually have 3 different forms for my persona. But this one, as you can see, Shiku is the gamer, whereas Kure, which is my blue form here, is the learning educational one. So any type of like tutoring, any type of like learning streams, we'll have Kure. Hi Ren, how are you? What's up? Let me do a shout out. Please follow my friend Rin. She is awesome. She's a big fan of Final Fantasy. She also plays some Mario games and is just amazing. Hi Sebastian, how are you? I do have to edit her mouth a little bit. Hold on. Let's make it like... Okay, this looks good. Actually, let me move her over a little bit too. I'm doing good, Sebastian. How are you today? But yes, anyway, I hope you guys like my second persona. She will be with us today. Without further ado, we are going to learn Japanese. I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit. Or is the music volume okay right now? Like, can you guys still hear me over it? Or should I turn it down just a little bit? Thank you. Actually, before I start, let me get my artist mama I'm gonna link her in chat because she did a really good job and she was so fun to work with. Like, I actually had this for like months now, so like the fact that I finally get to use it is kind of awesome. All sounds are good. Okay, now I need the music like this because like I want to do some chill music in the background. So it's like at least if the lesson today isn't super like mentally interesting for now, at least we have some chill music in the background, you know? But yeah, Artist Mama was super fun to work with. I will always recommend her. Like she did such a good job on both of my personas. Right now I only have these two done. Once I get some more money and can afford it, I do want to get my third one done by her as well. Because like she just did an amazing job and was like super friendly, super nice. Come here. All right. Come here, come here. Work for me. Work for me, Twitter. Twitter.com, please. Also, thank you, Dodge. I got your message. God bless. We support fellow artists in this chat. Here she is. And thank you, Dodge. You do your job well. But yes, this is my Artist Mama for both my pixel forms. Again, she did an amazing job. Super fun to work with. Not super pricey. It really depends on your budget. So, like, I got it a while ago. So, like, I'm not sure if she upped her prices since then or not. But, like, again, she's really good. I think she is on hiatus right now. But, she did say it's, for health reasons for right now. But once she comes back, she usually just does a wait list. And I think her turnaround time was also pretty fast, too. So, like, definitely would recommend her if you ever want to work with, like, pixel art in general. She's really cool. Sounds also good. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna leave with this. So, just for, like, a little bit of a precursor, Japanese is a fun language. It's something I want to be fluent in for a long time because I both like Japanese culture. I like manga and anime, like a total weeb I am. And I just think it's fun. And also, like, it sounds really cool. One of my hot takes is that I call Japanese the Spanish of Asia. The reason why is that, like, if you speak both Japanese and Spanish or, like, hear them close together, they actually sound alike. Or at least they pronounce things very similarly. Given, again, this is a hot take, so I could be wrong. I can get a Japanese and Spanish person to talk to me and be like, bitch, what do you think? Our languages sound the same? And they could be like, no, you're stupid. But, like, that's just for me. Like, for my language learning and how many languages I've dipped my toes into, I think they sound very similar, or at least have a similar way of going about, like, reading it. Hi, Hyven. This is my second persona. They go by Kure. They are my learning and educational persona, whereas Kure is the gamer persona. I mean, Shiku is the gamer persona. Oh my god, I'm getting their names mixed up now, bruh. I swear. Always gotta have some type of scuff and stream, you know? But yes, so right now, Japanese is composed of technically 3 different types of writing. The first one is hiragana, which we're going to learn today. It's a basic alphabet of Japanese, and it's used only for Japanese words. Now, when I say that, the second form is katakana, which I'm not sure if we'll have time for today, so I'll probably break this into at least 2 lessons. Katakana is same as hiragana, except it looks different. And katakana is only used for foreign words. So say if you're trying to say, actually, for example, my name, Shikurero, is actually a Japanese word for secret in English. It's just made with a Japanese pronunciation, so that it's easier for them to say. So because my word is technically an English word, you would spell it using katakana instead of hiragana. For, let's give an example of a Japanese word for water is mizu, and that is a Japanese word itself. You use the hiragana letters, because it is a Japanese word, not a foreign word. The third set that we will later go into is called kana. Regular kana is literally Chinese characters that are used in Japan that usually translate to 1 or 2 words at a time. That's very much harder, and now we'll get more into that when we learn more advanced Japanese. But for right now, like I said, we're going to start with hiragana, which is the most basic alphabet. And if you can read hiragana, you'll be able to learn the rest of the language. Because even if someone uses kana, they usually have the hiragana written above it, so you can still read the word. So if you learn this, you can basically start reading basic Japanese and learning basic sentences. So with that, we're going to use the trusty help of Duolingo, because this bird likes to shoot my ass whenever I miss my lessons. And we'll start with just the basics. So let's go. Oh, wow. Oh, kanji. I said it wrong. But kanji is the harder one. But actually, I like that it goes through this. So I'll read it as it says it. Japanese has three writing systems: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. In hiragana, each character represents a syllable. For example,
寿司、
ushi
牛、
means cow. Can you figure out what
寿司、
sushi means? I don't know, guys. I have no clue what sushi means. I think it might mean sushi, but I could be wrong, you know? Let me know. Can you guys hear Duolingo okay?
す、
Sound okay for Duolingo? Yes, no? I do have it a little bit lower just in case, but if it's like the music's overpowering it, I can turn it up a little bit. Sounds okay? Okay. So we have su,
す、
shi,
し、う、
and
ko.
ko. You guys don't have to memorize this now. These are just the first couple of examples. But now we're going to go into the actual lesson. Sounds good? Perfect. Thank you, guys.
す、
Alright, so the first one, oh, I don't like that it doesn't go in order, but it's okay. Lurk time. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate the lurk. Alright, so the first one we'll do su. And it looks like this. I recognize su for a little squiggly. I love the little squiggly line.
す、
Also, let me know if I'm going too fast, okay, guys?
し、
Is this she? Oh no, is it lagging? Oh no, it didn't lag good. She, I recognize because it looks like a J.
し、
So, do you guys remember which one is su? I let you guys pick. I give it 10 seconds. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Three, two, one. It is in fact 2, Dodge. You are correct. Don't worry, you're okay to be wrong. We are learning something new today.
し、
And she is also 2.
し、う、
Okay, another word. Ooh. Ooh is the other U. And the way I remember ooh is literally like a sideways U and then line on top.
う、
We do she again. This one.
し、
I do wish this went in order though. I don't like that it doesn't go in order. Because it's easier to remember.
う、
Okay, just learn do you guys remember what is? I want to give a hint that Dodge know which one it is. Yep.
う、
I think this game likes 2 a lot. Cause it's 2 again.
う、
Yes, you got it. Good shit. I believe in you, Dodge.
こ、
Next one is Ko. Ko is super simple. It's basically one line on top of the other. With a little bit of space.
こ、
I think I'm gonna move a little faster. That way we'll really see all of them once. And then we can practice some stuff together.
す、
So remember, su has a squiggly.
す、すし、
Oh, there's words already? Sushi. So we have su
す、
and then she.
し、
And we learned our first word, sushi. Yummy. Select the matching pairs. I should see if I can find something else because, like, this is how I want to teach you guys. It's not very helpful. Great, now you're hungry.
す、し、こ、
But hold on, let's see. I'm gonna see if there's a better way to do this because I wanted it to go in order like this because then it's a lot easier to remember. That's how you usually learn. So give me a second real guys. I'm gonna go to BRB stream and I'm gonna see if I can find a better one for you guys. Okay, I'm back. Unfortunately, I couldn't really find another program that like does in order that's like interactive besides Duolingo, which kind of sucks. But we're just gonna try this for now, and then if anything, I can give resources to like learn them in order next time. Thank you, Dodge. But yeah, we're gonna just keep trying this and try to get through this lesson, and then if anything, I'll give you guys resources so that you guys can practice on your own afterwards. So,
し、
alright, so again, I'm gonna go a little bit faster so you can learn all the words first, and we'll practice after.
牛、
I want you guys to at least like see all the letters. If you want, I can repeat this after and then test you guys if you want. Oh my god, what's all this? I don't care about this. Let me go. I don't care about. You know what? I don't care about that. Please. Later. Oh no. Okay, yep. I have to find something else. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. Be right back one more time. Okay, new plan. This one isn't interactive like Duolingo, but like I didn't want to make a whole profile and everything for Duolingo. So we're going to use this program, which is a little bit less boring, but at least I can teach it the way I want to. So this program is called Kakitai. I'll write it in chat. This is something you can use to go through all the letters and learn slowly. So what I like about this is that you can have either the answer, or you can leave it blank and test yourself. Yes, so this one's a lot better because then I can go in order as well. So let's start with A, which is just basically our letter A, but it's pronounced A. And you go 1, 2, and 30 to draw it. It's not the best with mouse, but you know, you see the drill. I can erase this. I'm just gonna go through the letters first, and then I have a little test that I made afterwards. Next is E. It's our letter I, but we pronounce it E in Japanese, like the letter E. It's just 1, 2. If you also think about it, it's like the sideways code we learned earlier. Next is U. That's Wait, guys, was I muted that whole time? Oh no. Wait, Dodge, are you here? How long was I muted? Did you guys hear me go through like the different letters, or was I muted that whole time? I swear to God. You guys heard me go through letters at least, or I was muted the whole time. Nar. I was muted. You only heard the first one. Ah, okay. Well, oh my God, this stream today is scuff. Yes, we love the audio scuff. Oh my fucking God. Anyway, I'm assuming hopefully anyone watching at least saw it, but I'm gonna go over it again. But I was putting my whole shikusi into like saying this and like pronouncing stuff right. Okay, anyway. Our letter A is pronounced as ah. And ah's wording like this. So 1, 2, 3. Next we have our letter I is pronounced E, like letter E. It's just 1 and 2. After that, we have what we learned earlier, U. Our letter U is pronounced U. And it's just 1 and a sideways U. Then we have E, which is our letter E is pronounced E. If you read anime or manga, you've heard the phrase eh, like as in questioning. And it's just, I call it usually a dot above our letter H, like a cursive letter H. If you want, it also looks like a person's head. This is their arm, and they're like dramatically walking to the right. That's how I remember it. Eh. And then we have O, which is our letter O. It's pronounced O. It's just 1, 2, and 3. It looks very similar to the letter A. Alright, and since I was muted before, we're going to go back through them one more time. These are Japanese main vowel sounds. So just like our vowels, A, E, I, O, U, they don't have the sometimes Y like we do, which we'll get into that later. But it's just A, I, U, E, and O. Those are the first sets of letters. Next, we're basically taking the letters we already learned and adding a consonant in front of it. This is most of the rest of the Japanese hiragana. So first we can start with the K's. So first is ka. It's just 1, 2, and 3. I don't really know how I can think about to remember this one. But then this is the only one that really looks like this. So this one's usually pretty easy to spot. Next we have ki. Ki is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sometimes the 3 and the 4 part is connected, so sometimes it looks like this. Still ki. So we gotta add 3 minutes, guys. I'm sorry in advance. How I remember this one is that it looks like a key. This is like the bottom part that you hold. This is what the part that goes in the door. And it's a key. Next is ku. Ku is really easy. It's just 1. It looks like a very long sideways V. Ke is 1, 2, 3. It looks like a line and then a letter T. It sounds ke. Ko, we learned this earlier, is just 1, 2. Is literally like sideways E, if you guys remember what the I looks like. It's just a line on top and a line at the bottom. Next, we're going to learn G. So in Japanese, the first set of consonants are just the regular hiragana, and then any sound that's like a harder version of the other sound. So example, they consider G to be the harder pronounced version of the letter K. So whenever you do ga instead of ka, which is like a softer sound coming from your mouth, like ka sounds more breathy, whereas ga is a lot more forceful. You have to force more air into your mouth to make that sound. It takes the character ka, which we learned earlier, which is just this one, and it adds these little things. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name of them right now. I just call them like little symbols. So these 2 lines turn ka into ga. So basically, we just went over all of the K sounds. If we want to make them a G sound, you just add 2 lines. I'm actually going to use the K's to teach you guys the G's. So if we want to turn ki into gi, it would just be this and 2 lines. For ku into g, and then just 2 lines. From ke to ge, this plus 2 lines. And from ko to go, 2 lines. So now we're going to actually look at the G's and you'll see what I mean. So ka plus 2 lines is ga. Ki plus 2 lines is gi. Ku plus 2 lines is gu. Ke plus 2 lines is ge. And ko plus 2 lines is go. So if you can remember those, you basically learn 2 sets of the letters. Next, we're going to go over to the S's. So another new 5. So first is sa. Sa is similar to ki, but only 1 line. So sa is 1, 2, 3. And just like ki, sometimes this is connected. So it's still sa whether it's connected or not. Next is she that we learned earlier. She is literally just a J. So she. And she is one of the few letters that are a little bit different. Instead of just SI, which doesn't make like a clear sound in Japanese, it's easier for them to say she, which is like they add the H sound. So any word that's like a little difficult to pronounce sometimes has a small like change in it. So this is one of those words. So instead of like si, like Spanish, si, it's she. Next we have su, which we learned earlier too. It's just a line and then a little squiggly. I love the squiggly. Also, don't look at my handwriting. My handwriting in Japanese is not great. Next is se. Se is a little bit harder. It's 1, 2, 3. When I think of se, what I think of is like draw the line, and it's like an unfinished little bucket. So instead of making a full U, you just kind of make the first line, and then make a check mark. Given like there is a stroke order in Japanese, but like when you're learning, as long as you get it, they'll understand even without the right stroke order. The stroke order which is like this 1, 2, 3 that they have, just makes it easier for people to write faster. So as you advance after learning, you can try to memorize the stroke order because it's just like more efficient to do it this way. And I believe stroke order is top to bottom and then from left to right usually. But for this one, they did 2 first because you're already here. So you just go backwards. It's a lot easier to do. Next we have so. So is a very strange one, but it's very cursive. Wait, why do we have an ad break? What? Snooze. Okay. This one is very fun to write though, because it's basically just a Z on top of a C. And that is so. I'll go back over them, the S's. So again, we have sa, shi, su, se, and so. So guess what we have next, guys? The letter Z, which again is like the more pronounced S sound. So for Z, again, super easy. We just take all the characters we just learned for the S sounds, and we add 2 lines. So I'm going to do what I did before. We're going to start with S's. And we're just going to add 2 lines. So from sa to za is just sa with 2 lines. And again, all it is this S is a more pronounced Z. So all these characters are going to turn into Z's. Wait, I actually forget the Z for she. Don't look at me. Hold up. Okay, yes. Okay, I was right. So she, again, is the one that's a little bit different. Instead of she to like Z, we turn she into G. So we take this and add 2 lines. I'll show you what G looks like afterwards, because it's not what you think. S to Z is going to be this plus 2 lines. Se to Z is going to be this plus 2 lines. And so to zo is this plus 2 lines. So again, we have za. This is G. So G is pronounced with a J, or like spelled with a J technically. So it's J-I. So she turns into G. So su turns into z, se to z, and so to zo. Alright guys, you've learned I think about 15 letters. How we feeling? Are we learning? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Or is it like just the right pace for now? Let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep going. Yes, the 2 marks on top changes things. So again, the way to is a good pace, good. So the way to remember it is that like the 2 marks basically adds emphasis to the sound because Japanese is a sound-based language. So to change so, which is more breathy, the S sound, to zo, which takes more breath and like has more forcefulness in your mouth when you say the Z sound, you would just add the 2 marks. And then as you practice, you'll learn like of course which letter turns to what. So we know from so far we learned that the K sound goes up into a G sound when you make it more forceful and add 2 lines. The S sound turns into a Z sound when you add 2 lines. And as we go on, we'll have more and more sounds, and you'll see which consonant turns into what consonant when you add the 2 lines. So next we're going to learn T sounds. So the first one is ta. When I think about ta, I just make a T and add 2 lines. Next is another different one. So instead of T, we have chi. And chi is basically a backwards sa, if we remember what that looks like. So think of sa, but instead of it going this way, it's going to go to the right. And do not worry, as you learn, I get these 2 mixed up all the time. But you'll remember slowly as you go. Remember, chi is to the right, while sa is to the left. And ki, if you remember that one, is the same as sa, which is to the left, but with 2 lines. This is also a different one. This is s. So instead of tu, it's s. S is also sometimes a little bit hard to pronounce because it's not the same as su, which is just su. It has that T sound with it. So think s. It's like putting your tongue at the roof of your mouth again, like you do with our TH sound kind of, and forcing out that sound. And for s, all it is just a sideways U. If you remember what U is also a sideways U, but with a line on top. So that's how you remember the difference. Su is just one sideways one, whereas U is this plus a line. Next we have te. Te is super easy, because just one line, make it like a little cursive T, uppercase T. And that's te. And last we have to. To is instead, like, you can either think of this as a sideways U with a connected line, or you can think of it as a Y with a really curly, like, bottom. Can you guys see the Y? And that's toe. So now, again, we have our favorite. The T sound changes into a D sound. So because we have another, like, couple of letters that are a little bit different, I'm going to go through all the D's first, and we can go back and look at the T's as well. So first one we have da. Da is just ta plus the 2 lines. Then we have di. So chi still changes to di. So di is just chi with the 2 lines. This one is very weird. So this one, we're actually going to... no more lines. There are many, many lines. I'm sorry. So this word is actually not really used anymore. So this, I did kept it for reference, but this is actually not used. So we're going to skip this one. So we're going to instead go to de, which is just te with 2 lines. And then we have do, which is just to with 2 lines. So again, we're just gonna go back to the T's. So again, from ta to da is just 2 lines. From chi to di is 2 lines. Su, we remember, doesn't exist anymore. So su is only su. It will never have the 2 lines usually. Te to de is 2 lines. And to to do is 2 lines. So we have it here again. Alright guys, I believe we're up to 25 letters. How we feeling? I think I want to say we're almost halfway done. And yes, we're only halfway done. I'm sorry. Alright, next up we have the ends. So for not, this one's a really tricky one. So not is 1, 2, Dash. Dash is like, you're killing me here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. How I remembered this before is that like one of the other apps I was using made it sound like a nun. So this is like the cross she's praying to. This is her head, and this is her kneeling. So a nun kneeling to the cross. So that's how I remember the N not. Ni is like ko, but with a line in front. So it's 1, 2, 3. So how I remember this one is I think of a thread and needle. So think of this as being the thread spool, and this is the needle on the side. Makes ni. Nu is a fun one. I like drawing this one. So nu is 1, and then super curly 2. You guys would be like, how the fuck am I supposed to remember this one? I think of it as a chopstick holding 2, like a long noodle. So this is chopstick number 1, chopstick number 2, and it's holding this giant noodle that curves around. You'll notice that like for a lot of Japanese characters, I try to make it look like something I can like kind of remember, because it'll make reading it a lot easier if it just like looks like something, so that once you like get used to them until you get used to them faster. Food relation, I got it. Yes, yes, yes. So the more you make each character look like something you'll remember faster, you'll be able to read faster and faster because you're remembering it easier. Until you don't need to remember anymore because you just can read it off the bat, you know? This one's ne. So ne is 1, 2. So think about just... This one we only have 1 chopstick. And it's not easy, so we have a Z and a noodle. It's not easy holding a noodle with 1 chopstick. So 1 chopstick, Z, and noodle. And no is super easy. It's just this little circle guy. No is used in a lot of things. Because no is, just like for a side note, no is usually used for like some type of possession. So think of no as like R apostrophe S. So say like, for example, shiku's, you would say shiku no, and then whatever thing you're saying is shiku's. So like shiku's book, shiku no, the Japanese word for book. So as you can see, in doesn't have any of the hard consonants because n is just by itself. So next we're going to go straight into the H's. And H's are special, which you'll figure out later. But we're going to learn this time 3 different sets of letters using just 1 set of characters. So let's start with ha. Ha is 1, 2, 3. And now I think of ha. I can't really think of anything for ha, but it looks like if you think about it this way, here's the H, and it's as squiggly at the bottom. Is that the best way to think of ha? That's something, just a kind of way you can think of it. Next is he, and all he looks like is just a giant U. But if you want to think of a funny way that I mentioned my friend want to kick me out because of the way I thought about he. If you guys know Squidward from SpongeBob, when he laughs, his nose He. I literally just used he. I think of Squidward's nose and it's just him laughing, so I'm just like, he. Okay, this is another new one. So instead of oh no. So instead of who, it's foot. Foot. And this one is also very interesting. I just think of it as a line, a little J, and then two lines on the side. Foot. Next we have het. Het is super easy. It's like a backwards check mark or like upside down check mark. It's just one, two. You even think of it as like a turned upside down L. Okay, next we have ho. And yes, it sounds like the word, you know. We're not gonna talk about it. All hoes is literally was it ha? With extra line. So it was literally ha, which was this one. Oh, please, mouse, thank you. And then you add an extra line. Now ho is easy. It's literally just one line. And then if you turn this to the side, it literally spells ho. So this is the H. This is the O. Alright, so now we have the fun part. More lines, you've guessed it. Alright, so this time I'm going to go a little bit slower because H's are a bit different. So as we learned before, B is considered the more stressed sounding consonant for H. So ha, which is soft sounding, goes to ba, which is a little bit more forceful, pushing air through your throat to say ba. So like we learned before, the B sounds are just the H sounds with two lines. So I'm going to go through the B's first, and then we're going to go back to H's. So first, you want to turn ha to ba. You add two lines. If you want to turn he to be, it'll be he plus two lines. Oops, sorry for the ad break, guys. I'll give it 1 second before I continue. Get the ad out of the way. I know like this is a lot to take in at one time, so definitely stop me if you guys need help or if it's going a little bit too fast or anything. But definitely hydrate. Thank you, thank you. I will hydrate. Okay, I have hydrated. Thank you, Dodge. But yeah, definitely feel free to use this resource. It is a free resource that you can download online. Again, I'm going to type its name in chat. It's called Kakitai. It's super helpful because not only does it go through hiragana, it also has katakana, kanji, and other Japanese lessons inside. And again, absolutely free. And I'm not sure they have a mobile version, but I'm using the desktop version. Alright, so back to learning. So if you want to go from fu to bu, it is fu plus two lines. If you want to go from he to be, it's he plus two lines. If you want to go from ho to bo, it's ho plus two lines. So we're going to go back real quick. So again, ha to ba, two lines. He to bi, two lines. Fu to bu, two lines. He to be, two lines. And ho to bo, two lines. Alright, now Dodge, here's the fun part when I say H is a little bit different. A step above the lines is this little circle guy. Category still Duolingo? Oh, I don't know how I can change it to like this category. So like I was just gonna keep it for now. Because like I don't know if they have a separate category for just like Japanese in general, you know? I guess I can change just chatting, that's fine. Okay, we'll do that. Yes, there's a circle now. So for H's have two levels of stress. So From H to B is one level, which is ha to ba. But there's a third level, which is from ba to pa, which is even more stress. So H goes from H to B to P. So to go from ha all the way to pa, it's literally ha again, but this time instead of the lines, it's going to be a little circle. From he all the way to p, it's going to be he plus little circle. From f all the way to p, it's going to be f plus little circle. From he to pe is going to be he plus little circle. And from ho to po is going to be ho plus little circle. But yes, from H goes from H to B to P. But I will tell you guys, this is the only 5 that have this little circle. So only P has a little circle. So if you want to know if the word starts with a P, if you see a little circle, it starts with a P. So that'll help a little bit when reading. So only pa, pi, pu, pe, and po have this little circle up top. Next we have M's. So M, we start with ma. Ma is like a ho, but instead of, there's no line in the front. Which I feel like they could have switched it. It would have made more sense, but it's literally the same letter of ho, but without the front line. If I add the front line, it becomes ho. Me literally looks like a cursive H. Look at this sexy H. I can also think number 2, and then a small line at the bottom. Now mu is a little tricky, but think of su with a little squiggly, and just extend that last line, and then add a line. And then the way I like to remember mu is that it looks like a cow. This is the head. This is his little snout right here, and its body. Oh, my mouse died. Hold up. And then this is his tail. Mu, cow. So me is close to how we learn for noodles. So just think the chopsticks again, and a long noodle. But this noodle doesn't have the little squiggly at the bottom. So this is a more straighter noodle. It's spaghetti. Mo looks very similar to ma. So this is ma. We have a squiggly going to the left. Whereas mo is going to be the 2 lines again. And then a big J going to the right. And those are the M's. So again, we have ma, mi, mu, me, and mo. Alright, I think we're about 75% done now. So next we have the Y's. The Y's are special characters, but they don't have all the syllables, or like all the vowel sounds. I believe there's only 3 characters for the Y sounds. So first one we have is ya. Ya literally just looks like the letter P with one little line up top. So that's ya. Yi is 1 and 2. And you looks like a little fish. This is a little fin and a body, and then a line with this little bottom fin. And next is yo. Yo looks like a very, very slouchy Y. So this is the first part of the Y with a little squiggle going to the left. This is the second part of the Y. A very weird looking Y. So again, it's just ya, you, and yo. Then we have R sounds. I know Dash is like, there's more. Oh my fucking god. But yeah, they have a much longer alphabet than we do, I'm pretty sure. But again, like, if you know some of the letters, again, if you just add 2 lines, you basically know the second part. So it's like both a longer alphabet, but also a more condensed alphabet, where you can learn a lot of it by just knowing the nuances of changing the letter to a different letter, you know? So first we have Ra. Ra is just 1, and then 2. So you can also think of this as chi, but without like the connecting line or the cross. So if you wanted to do chi, it'll be this whole thing together and then a line. But Ra is just a line, not connecting, and then the bottom half of chi. Ri is just almost like the letter E that we learned earlier, but with a longer right side. So when I write E, it's more like this, whereas this one is longer right side. Another way I remember Ri is that it looks like a rib. So if you draw the other side, draw the little ribs inside, it's like a rib cage. So Ri looks like a rib. I can't draw on that side. Rib. R is similar to Ra, but it has a little squiggly. So R is just like Ra, but with a little squiggly, and everything's connected. Re kind of looks like, I think it was Ne from earlier. But instead of being like how Ne was like a big circle, Re instead curves inward. So again, 1, the Z, and then the inward curve. And that's Re. And Ro is just like Ru, but without the squiggle. So again, just all in one. Ro. So again, we have Ra, Ri, Dru, Re, Ro. I believe we're about 80% in. We're almost in the last couple. Wait, did I miss? Wait, I might mix up Wa and Ne. So I'm sorry in advance. There's like, I think Ne has a curve. Hold up. Before I ruin it for you guys, let me check my stuff real quick. So yes, Ne is like this, but with a little curve. So the Wa is just Ne without the little curve. Yeah, like a lot of these, like the first time you see them will look similar. So again, I still get them mixed up. I have to do regular like reviews to make sure I don't forget them. But yeah, like a few of these characters will look alike. But the more you practice, the more you'll get used to them. So, wo, again, like it says, the particle is used in a lot of sentences. You don't have to worry about that right now. But wo is just 1, 2, 3. It looks like almost like a line, then an H, then a C. Another way I like to remember wo is that it looks like a person. Like this is the arms, this is the body, this is the leg. And they're falling into a hole. So they're like, whoa, I'm falling. I know it's really stupid, but hey, it works. There are formulas too. Yes, there are a lot of formulas too. And this one is literally just N. Like, oh, hi, Rosie. What's up? So this one, of course, doesn't sound like N, but it's like, it makes the N sound. It's like the ending of a word. It's like how we say the word can. It'll make that N sound, the word can. So usually, again, as you can probably tell, it's usually used at the end of a word. Oh, this is one of my, yes, Rosie's. This is one of my Pixel PNG tubers. And this is also my second form. So this one is known as Kure. Spelled Kure, which is the middle of Shikureto. So I'll write that in chat, Kure. And she is my educational form. Alright, okay, back to lesson. N literally just sounds like, or it looks like a giant H. And remember, if you guys remember E is literally just this plus a little line up top to make the letter E. And now, dodge the hard part. We have the combos. Combos are made with one of the letters and the Y sounds, but there's only a few of them if I remember correctly. So one of them is K with the Y sounds. So again, if you remember Ka, it's literally just Ka with Ya to make kya, and they're blended together. So think of the Y going in front of wherever the vowel sound is. Yep, ya, yo, you. So we have kya. Next we have ki, which is dodge, which is ki and you, make cute. And then ki and yo, make kyo. Oh, wait, sorry, this is ki. So it's ki with all the different Y sounds. I'm sorry. So it's ki, ya, ki, you, and ki, yo, make kya, kyu, kyo. And then, like before, K turns into G. So to make the next part, it's just kya, kyu, kyo, like with 2 lines. And nice, Rosie. This also is my first time learning hiragana. I've learned both hiragana and katakana. The way you're learning how to paywall? Okay, so yeah, like I'll keep putting this in chat for you guys. So what I'm using right now is Kakitai, if you ever want to like review again. This is a free resource. I'm using desktop version, no paywall. And like Duolingo, Duolingo, you also don't have to make like a profile if you don't want to. Because we were going to do Duolingo earlier, but like it was doing too much. I didn't get a chance to like learn the way I wanted to, so I'm just gonna switch to this for now. Yeah, I understand being smedged, but like as I go through the lessons, like this one's very like I'm sorry in advance. This one's a little boring because of course we're just learning the alphabet. And I am going like not too fast, but I'm going a little faster for like if you want to memorize it. So again, I'll be putting resources in my server as well as like inside chat as I'm going. And at the end, after we do a little bit of reading here, I'm gonna do a small exercise just to practice reading with you guys. And I'm gonna be putting like every time I do a lesson, just giving a bunch of free resources because I'm right now being self-taught. Like I'm teaching myself slowly with a mix of free resources. I do own some textbooks that I'll also be referencing. However, again, even when I reference my textbooks, I'll be give you guys free sources that you can use on YouTube that are basically the same as a textbook wherever we're learning. So no paywalls. We like free stuff here. Yes, exactly what Dodge says. If you guys missed anything, please feel free to rewatch the VOD. I will have it up. I also am working on my YouTube channel, so all VODs that I have on Twitch, if they are missing, please wait shortly and be patient. They will be up on YouTube shortly. So do not worry. You can watch these anytime. Again, free resources. You can also feel free if you want to access my server. If you have any questions or want to learn more at your own pace. I don't have my YouTube linked yet, Dodge. I had to work on that. But thank you. But yeah, if you ever want to ask me questions or like want more resources to either like go faster or just have questions about what we learned today, please feel free. Alright, so we'll go back to this. So now we have the S's. So for S's, it's sha, which is she and ya. Shu, which is she and you. And sho, which is she and yo. Then just like the S, we have S to J. So it'll be G and ya. G and you, and G and yo to make ja, ju, jo. Wait, is that the? I'm not sure if that's the right YouTube channel. Yes, that's not the right YouTube channel. I'm actually going to delete that because that's my personal channel. It's okay. But yeah, like I'm making a channel specifically for my Twitch and streaming stuff. I'm gonna keep that channel personal. Alright, so next we have C. So we have Chi and Ya for cha. Chi and you for chu. Which is also a way to say like make a kissing sound if you guys ever want to maybe date someone. And then cho, which is chi and yo. Yeah, don't worry, Dodge, you're good. Don't worry. Again, the D sounds aren't commonly used anymore. They used to be used, but I believe in like as Japanese progresses as a language, they kind of got like filtered out. So these aren't really important. I'll show you guys, but like I won't be teaching them because these aren't really used at all anymore. So we're going to skip these 3. And now we have our favorite word, the Discordkins out there. This is for you. Nya. If you guys know Nyan Cat, it's literally just this Nya plus the N we learned earlier. So Nya is just Ni and Ya. Next we have Nyu, which is Ni and Yu. And last we have Nyo, which is Ni and Yo. And also, if you hear like a lot of Japanese VTubers, they'll say Nyo instead of no to say no cutely. And yes, Nya is a real letter. We love it. Okay, now we have H's. So we have Hya, which is he and ya. Hyu, which is he and you. And then Hyo, like the must not be named, but I will say it. Hyoyoverse uses this in their name. So it's he and yo. But yeah, we don't stand Hyoyoverse here. They're in some deep shit right now. We fight them. And as you know, the H's. Next we have the B. So B is just the H's with 2 lines. So we have Bia, Bu, and Bio. And don't get me wrong, guys. I could be wrong here. I'm pretty sure we're on the last 3. I think this is the last 3. So don't quote me on this. We're at least 95% done, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so again, if you know H and B's, you know the P's, which is just H with the little circle. So we have Pia, Pyu, and Pyo. Alright, let's see if there's any more. I lied to you all. I'm so sorry. It's been a while since I've gone through like the full alphabet. I just read them now. I'm so sorry. Okay, so next we have I can't say it with a straight face. Hold on. I'm sorry. So next we have Mya, which is me and Ya. Mu, which is me and you. Myo, which is me and yo. Oh my god, there's more. R's, which are ri and ya to make ra. Ri and yu to make ru. And ri and yo to make ro. Also, something I forgot to say earlier is in Japanese, as well as some other Asian languages, the R sound isn't really as common there. So their R sounds like a mix of the letter R and the letter L. So it's almost like rolling your tongue like Spanish. This is why I kind of compared Japanese to like Asian Spanish before as well. Because you have to have like a small R roll, which I can't fully do. I just never been able to, so my Spanish sucks because I can't roll my R's, which is so bad because like my grandpa spoke Spanish. I know he's like, brother, how can't you do it? And I'm just like, listen, I've tried, grandpa. It's not working. And he's like, well, that's too damn bad. But like, you know. But yeah, so like the R sound in Japanese will always have like a little mix of a R and L sound. And depending on the word or the context, it might sound more like the R sound, it might sound more like the L sound. Yeah, exactly. What Rosie said. Ren, shut the fuck up. I hate you. Alright, and this we're not going to get into, so we're going to end there, because this is something you can get into later, which is the double consonants. These will be a different lesson. So now, I'm going to go back, and we're going to go back to the beginning, and we're just going to run through all the letters. So I'll show you guys in tandem what we all learned. So we learned from here, all the way to here. Look at all these you learned today. And again, this is the first part of the alphabet. So this is hiragana. I'll write that in chat just so you guys can see as well. Hiragana. Hiragana, sorry. And again, this is the alphabet that you use for Japanese words only. The first? What do you mean the first? Yeah, there's 3 writing systems in Japanese. This is the first writing system. And this is the main one that people need to learn if they want to start learning Japanese. Oh, thank you. I actually couldn't remember that. Do you remember what the circle is called as well, Rosie, if you remember? So what Rosie was saying, these two lines right here are called dakuten. Okay, thank you. And then the circle that we learned down here, if I can find it, the circle for the P words is handakuten. Thank you for that, Rosie, because I legit could not think of the words at the moment. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh, sorry, I had it pop up. Not right now. Okay. So we're going to go through them quickly again, so you guys can see all the words that we learned today. We're just going to go through them really fast, because, like, again, you don't have to memorize this. Again, this blog will be up, so if you guys want to practice and go through it again, you can. I also put what program I'm using in chat again. And again, if you ever want to ask questions in my server, feel free. I can give you guys more resources. I can give you guys easier ways to learn. Duolingo does have the hiragana on there as well. They just teach it a little bit differently. So if you guys get this and you want to practice on there, I think it'll be a little bit easier now for you. So please feel free. And yes, the dakuten tell you the sound, so is the handakuten. Okay, so now we're going in order again. So we have a, I, u, e, o, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, ga, gi, gu, ge, go. I'm too old for this. It's okay, Dodge. You're never too old to learn a new language. And we have sa, shi, su, se, so, za, ji, zu, ze, zo, ta, chi, su, te, to, da, di. This one doesn't exist. We're going to pretend we didn't see it. De, do, na, ni, nani, kore. Say no. I'll stop. Nu, ne, no, ha, hi, fu, he, ho, ba, bi, bu, be, bo. Oh my god, breath. Okay. Okay, good. Pa, pi, pu, be, po, ma, mi, mu, me, mo, ya, yu, yo, ra, ri, ru, re, ro, wa, wo, n, kya, kyu, kyo, ga, gya, gyu, gyo, sha, shu, sho, ja, ju, jo, cha, chu, cho. These don't exist anymore. We didn't see anything. Nya, Discord kittens out there. This one's for you. Nyu, nyo, hya, hyu, hyo, bya, byu, byo, pya, pyu, pyo, mya, myu, myo, ya, ryu, ro. And that's it. Majikayo, they don't exist. Shikyu Nya redeem. Do you guys like? If you actually want a Nya redeem, I will literally add that. I'm so down. Why not? And yes, Rosie. Like the few D sounds that I said don't exist anymore. They used to exist, but they're not really used in context anymore in Japanese language. So they kind of got filtered out over time. So now they're only using like very like historical texts and stuff like that. So they're not really need to know anymore. But we have officially finished the alphabet. Or should I say the first set of alphabet. So I'll give you guys a little preview of what will be the next lesson, which will be the second alphabet, which is called katakana. You want me to add? Okay. I will add both of those. I will remember. Okay, so you guys want to now redeem? You want to omewa motion de redeem? Got you. So yes, you're 1/3 done. But like the third written system is kanji. That one was a lot harder, so that's more of advanced. So we'll learn that eventually in my lessons, but that's gonna be a little bit hard to teach. It's not as simple as this one is, where it's just like a set characters. Katakana and hiragana, however, are set characters, so they're more of an alphabet, whereas kanji is more like just like characters you learn as you go, if that makes sense. So we're going to learn next stream when I do my next Japanese lesson is katakana, which is the same as hiragana, or at least like for example, the same set of letters we're learning. However, katakana is only used for words of foreign languages. So these are used for words that are not in Japanese, more of like they're borrowed words from other languages. So again, for example, my user shikirado is a Japanese word for secret, but this pronunciation is just in Japanese and it's the borrowed word from English. So if I wanted to spell shikirado, I would use katakana and not hiragana. And technically, Rosie, like you're correct, but also like it depends on the context because you're still not fluent at the 2,000 characters. It's more of just like you're fully conversational after 2,000 characters. Because just like in English, someone can be considered fluent in English after learning like our basics of words, which are like the basic words. However, they're not fully fluent in English until they can fully like speak it and understand more properly. So again, it all depends on context on that one. But yes, like the first set of kanji is 2,000 characters, which is considered a basic Japanese characters that most everyone knows and can use. There are 5 levels of Japanese, which I forget which one's the bottom one. I think N5 is the bottom one. So it's N5, N4, N3, N2, and N1. I believe most Japanese people from actual Japan are around the N4 and 5 level, and some get up to N1. But if you are N1, you're considered a master at Japanese, so almost like a literature professor in Japanese. Yes, yes, yes. And that's also for a AL test. So yes, the N5 will be have those 2,000 characters. Also, hello 10. How are you? Thank you for a shout out, Dodge. I much appreciate it. My friend actually, like one of my friends in high school, I haven't talked to her in a while, but she actually wanted to try for N1. And I'm just like, you got that, girl. That's so many words, but like, she's been studying, so if she gets it, she deserves it. Like, it's really good. But yeah, like if you get to N1, you basically know the Japanese language so well that you know it better than some Japanese people. And yeah, I got you, 10. Thank you for joining in. Today we were learning the hiragana. I was just showing what I'm gonna do next time, which is gonna be the katakana. But I definitely because we took a little time today. Like it's already been an hour. I want to do like a bit of a shorter stream today. I don't want to overwhelm you guys as well, so we'll just do only hiragana today, and we'll do katakana next time. Um, and one more time because I want to make sure you guys know that if you guys want to learn any more or want more resources that are absolutely free, or want to ask me any questions in my server, please feel free to do so. But I'm gonna go to BRB stream because now I'm gonna have us do like a little test that I think is gonna be fun. And with that, I'm gonna need the help of YouTube. So I will be right back in BRB. All right, we are back. So this is what I have for our little test. We have basically a hiragana reading test. Now again, you guys don't have to be right on everything. I just wanted to try it, see what you guys learn. Also give you guys like a little something to practice. It goes from level 1 to 4. It's technically 100 questions, but of course, like, unless you guys want to, we do not have to go through all of it. I'm also be testing myself and how well I'm good at hiragana, because my hiragana needs a refresher. But here's the link to what I'm going to be playing on YouTube, which is this. Oh yeah, if you guys want to grab a pencil, I will definitely wait, no problem. You guys want to do a pencil, you can also read it with me, to yourselves. Get whatever you need. I'll take a second. But yeah, like this is like, again, another free resource, free on YouTube. I like using this to practice what I learned, especially after like I practice my hiragana and need a refresher. Try to practice reading, because all it's going to do is that it'll give us a word, and after about like 3 or 4 seconds, it'll reveal the word to us to see if we got right or wrong. This one has 100 questions. Some of them are like up to an hour long. Some of them are like 30 minutes long. This one's about like 18 minutes, more or less. They also have some for katakana. They have some for kanji. So like, again, as you advance, you can definitely find these like different sets of these online for free. There's a bunch of different people out there that make these videos, so you can also find different channels you might like. Alright, you ready? Alright, so let's start. I'm gonna go slow at first, and then if you guys want me to go through the whole video, we can, or we can just do the first set. I'll finish level 1 first and see what you guys like and dislike. Let me know if sound's okay. Alright, I'm gonna go a little bit slower than the video to give you guys some time. Do you guys remember what this one is? I'll give you guys 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Key.
And what's also fun about this one, it'll also tell you what they mean. So ki by itself means tree. So feel free to write this down again and also learn a few words as you go by. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Key.
Yeah, ki and ma do look similar. But remember ki? I'll go back a little bit just to make sure. Ki has 2 lines and goes to the left. Ma has 2 lines and makes a J towards the right. That's how you can remember those two. Ah! Y'all didn't see that. Y'all saw nothing. So what's this one, guys? Nope, not su, but it is a T word. So good try, Dodge. No. Like, again, like we've only been learning for an hour and a half. You're not going to learn that fast. And yes, it is te. But don't worry, Dodge. At least you got that it's a T word. So that's awesome. That's actually amazing. And te by itself means hand. So again, if anyone wants to write this down, I'll pause for a second before I go to the next one. Alright, let's go to the next one.
Te.
Alright. What's this one? Yep, it is ka. Let's see what ka means.
Ka.
Ka, my worst enemy. A fucking mosquito. Ka daisuki janai. I do not like mosquitoes.
Ka.
Also, Rosie, since you do know, like, a lot of them already, trying to say it too fast, kind of want other people to try as well. How does 2 letters make that? Like, I love how, like, it's ka, and then we say mosquito. We're just like, it's a ka. Alright. So now we have a 2-letter one. What do you guys think this one is? I'll give you guys 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, Rosie, if you know what it is, I'll let you do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, Rosie, do you know it? gave Rosie 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, never mind. Okay, go ahead and bury yourself in FF14. All good. So this one is asa. So this is a. Oh wait, this is a. This is sa.
Asa.
So, fun fact, asa means morning. To say breakfast is asa gohan. That's a very bad pronunciation, but asa gohan. I wanted to say it slower for you guys. Asa again means morning. Gohan means rice. And asa gohan means breakfast. So basically morning rice translates to breakfast.
Asa.
Okay, Dodge, this one has the noodle. Do you remember what it is? I believe in you. You got this. Hint, this word is one of my favorite animals. I'll give you guys another 10 seconds. That means nothing. Sorry, Dodge. Alright, 10 seconds almost over. This one says inu. So this is e. And this is nu, like the noodles. And what does inu mean?
Inu.
It means a doggy. I love dogs.
Inu.
Next one. Now this one I actually might get wrong because these are two letters I get mixed up often. But I think I remember what it means. I'll give you a few more seconds. I'll try. Not the Dodge you gotta study. Dodge is trying his bestest. Especially after only like an hour of lessons. He's doing great. I'm proud of him. Get that gold star. Be the best noodle you can be with the gold star. Right. If I remember correctly, I believe this is omu. Let's see if I'm right.
Ame.
I was so wrong. So, I get and o mixed up very often. They look very similar. O has a little line on the side. And this is me. Mu looks similar to this if I remember right. No. Sorry. I'm thinking, okay. Mu, nu, and me, I get mixed up. So me, and then mu looks like a cow. Yeah. A and o look very similar. So this is ame, which means rainy. And then I know me and nu look very similar. Nu just has a little squiggly at the side. Yeah, I don't know why I want to think this one is mu all the time. Like I always get like they don't look similar, but like I always want to say this one's mu when it's not. But like just like me, like I've been practicing for like years and I still get mixed up because I often forget. So like don't feel bad if you get it wrong, Dodge. This is your first day, you know? You're doing amazing. Okay, this one's pretty easy, so I'll give it a few seconds. Don't say that? What do you mean don't say that? You're doing good. Don't worry. Alright, this one is isu.
Isu.
And isu means chair.
Isu.
See? You said something su. You got it. W. But yeah, this is isu. So remember E is just one line, then a second line. And this one also looks like similar to D, which is the R eyes. Isu nice. Oh my god, Rosie. If you want to make the ri, it would just be same as this, but then this line would be a little bit longer to like a rib. Alright, I'm gonna play the video in regular time now and just keep going and see how many we can get. Hey Almu, how are you? What's up? We just right in the middle of Japanese lesson. We're almost to the end. But like I'm gonna see if people want to go to level 4 or they just want to do level 1. So now I'm gonna play the video on regular speed and we'll see how many we can get. Oh, thank you. Real quick, this is my second persona, known as Kure, and this is my educational persona, My first persona is my gaming persona. And thank you. I'm glad you like it. All right. I gave you guys a little bit of time. This one's ie.
家、
Ie means house.
家、
This one, okay, this is oto.
音、
Don't mean sound. I'm gonna pause so I can read chat. One of the thirds came up with his Isunaisi technique to perfectly time putting a chair under the boxer. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think she's cute. Wait, Rosie, explain. I'm confused. I got that room, Hajime no Ippo? I don't know what that is. Oh, you got that from... Yeah, I never heard of Hajime no Ippo. Is it an anime? Ah, gotcha. I have to add it to my list. I used to box when I was younger. It's fun. But thank you. Noted. Okay,
音、
let's keep going. This is casa,
傘、
which again sounds like Spanish, but this one means umbrella, whereas in Spanish it means house. Oh yeah. I'm not much of a threat, I say, as I've done boxing, I've done karate, and I also have a knife collection. I'm so dead serious. But don't worry, I am perfectly safe. Blinks innocently. Anyway, moving on.
傘、
This is kumu. Not the knees. Oh, kuma, sorry. Okay, I got that one
Kuma.
wrong. So yeah, ma and mu still look right. Remember, ma is the left curly. Mu is the one that goes to the right as a J. I'm totally not a threat, guys. What do you mean? I'm so innocent. Okay, this one's semi. Semi? I think semi? Say. Yes.
セミ、
Ooh, cascada. Interesting.
セミ、
This is toru? Toru?
鳥、
Tori. Okay, see, I messed that up. That's tori.
鳥、
Hiru.
昼、
Hiru means noon. Okay.
昼、
Yoru. Yoru. Like a special someone we know.
夜、
His name means night. Interesting.
夜、
Actually, wait. Going back to that real quick. So another thing about Japanese words is yoru means night here. However, you can spell it in, like, say if we added kanji to this, depending on the kanji, yoru can mean something else. So some sounds or words have multiple meanings. So that's why if you ever watch anime or read a manga, some people say my name is like Hajime, as in this word is used like to understand the context of the character. So like, if you guys know Kaneki Ken from Tokyo Ghoul, I know at one point he says his name and he's like, my name is Kaneki, as in these characters, to say like, for like, this is just like, for example, this is not what he said, but like say for example, Kane as in flower, Ki as in moon. But yeah, like, so, I mean, it's the same as English. We have C, C, and C, you know? So yeah, depending on the context, different words can have different meanings.
夜、
This is Kaza? Kagi.
Kagi.
Fuck.
鍵、
See? I make mistakes too. It is perfectly fine. Okay. Ah! I had to pause it because I was going too fast. Chizu.
地図、
God bless.
地図、
I'm sweating. Hon. Nice dodge. Let's go.
本、本、
Kame.
亀、
God bless.
亀、
Kami.
紙、 紙、
Amado?
窓、窓、
Guys, you can't see it, but I'm really wiping my brow. Moody.
森、
Mori. Fuck.
森、
Oh shit. Something called.
猫、
Of all the ones to get wrong, I get Neko wrong. I'm mad at myself. I can't now my way out of this one, you know? This one is an easy one. Oh my god. Alright, 2 more.
猫、
Shio.
塩、塩、
Mise.
店、店、
Alright. I'll stop here for a second. What do you guys think? Not just about this in general, but how was the overall lesson? Did you guys like it? Did you dislike it? Do you guys want to practice more? Do you guys think there's more stuff I can help you with for like learning this or like memorizing it better? Any questions? Feel free to share now. I'm just going to chill for a minute while I wait for you guys if you have any questions or anything. It's very good. You're a very good teacher. Oh, thank you, Dodge. One thing they always say, and it's like a really good phrase that I definitely think is true, is that to become better at something, if you teach others what you're trying to learn, you'll learn it a lot better. Because not only does teaching someone else kind of give you the motivation to be good at it, to make sure you're doing everything right, because you want to make sure you're teaching them well, it also reinforces what you already know, because again, you're going over it again and making sure that it's being made easier for the person that's learning, and make sure they understand. So definitely, if you ever want to learn something, or like get better at something that you're already doing, teaching someone else helps a lot. Because just again, like really reinforces all the stuff you learn, making sure you know what's right, what's wrong, and again gives you that motivation to like keep learning, keep making sure you understand fully, etc. Also, just like how today I still mess up some of my hiragana when I'm reading. It kind of reinforced like me to know like, okay, yeah, I messed that up. This one's this one actually. Or like how I remember I told you guys I didn't remember the little symbols. Rosie helped me in chat remember the symbols. So that was super helpful. So I'm glad you guys liked it. I'll leave off level 2 for now because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I feel like level 1 was already a lot just because you guys are just starting today. But before I leave, I will put this back in chat. But for right now, I'm going to go to BRB real quick and then we're going to go to Just Chatting stream as we wrap things up. So be right back. Alright guys, we're going to end here for today. Oh, this might be a little too loud. Let me turn it down. I'm actually going to share this in chat. This is something I used to study sometimes, just some background music on YouTube. Just some lo-fi. Thank you everyone who joined today, everyone who lurked, everyone that stayed and played with me and learned some hiragana. I hope you guys found it helpful, and if you guys want to keep practicing, that'll be awesome. Yes, lo-fi is very good. Lo-fi is always super chill. I love listening to it in the background while I'm like working or just doing some stuff. And there's always like there's so many different lo-fi channels on YouTube, so you can have like techno lo-fi, you can have just book talk lo-fi, so many different options. And for sure, thank you guys again. Before we go, let's see if there's somebody I can read. Looks like Rat King's still playing, so I'll raid them today. It's been a while since I've talked to them. Sure, 10, thank you for coming. You too, Almu, appreciate it. This work? Nice. Alright, thank you guys who showed up today. I appreciate you so much. We're gonna raid at Sir Rat King. Right now they are playing Hades 2, so I hope you guys enjoy. And I'll be back tomorrow with some Apex. So I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.